Peace and greetings. I pray all is doing well. We're going to jump right into it. Today's post is called Freedom. More specifically, and the reason I chose that is a lot of us, for the throughout, I guess, the exception of this country, and definitely through the last few months politically, but always in the undercurrent, we all, as American citizens, speak about freedom. We want to be free. Someone's um, trespassing on our freedoms, freedom this, freedom that. But we don't really talk about what it is to be free and how does one attain freedom. So you'll hear different sayings. You'll hear sayings such as freedom is not always free, clever saying, but we don't go into that deeper. We don't deep dive into that. But the one I want to focus on is the one that I'm sure many of you have heard throughout your lives, is that the price of freedom is death. And since we're been indoctrinated and raised in a linear sense, linear type of education, Western ideology, we think only or mostly physical. So the price of freedom is death. But if we take another look at it and go deeper into it, we say, well, death to what? Does the death have to be physical? So I let that germinate in me and just let the spirit move me. And then this came with this thought saying, well, the price of freedom is death. Death to what? Mindset. A mindset that a person has been in, and and it's no longer working for them, or it's never worked for them, and they yearn to be better, have a better life. So in order to do that, you go, as you've heard me say in previous posts, there in the simplest forms is the spirit, mental, and the physical that work together. And when they are in harmony along with the source, then you are manifesting the oneness of the creator, or the you and I verse, as you've heard me say before. So if I'm saying the price of freedom is death, death to what is the mindset, then we must move on from the mindset that is holding us back. So, and if we look at the word freedom, we could say free dome, or free your dome. Well, how do you free your dome? Because each day we're inundated with various stimulus from what we take in from um, the media, or I say media, but we take in, be it social media, be it what we take in from TV, from other people around us. And those stimulus, those variables have helped to define what we perceive to be freedom. So then we say we want those things because this is what others have said freedom is. So we want that. Whereas in essence, they're all misnomers. They're all chasing an illusion because it's chasing something that is external from us. Whereas the price of freedom is just being. And what do I mean by that is that we need to take time to go within. And so when I say being, meaning you're not thinking, because when you're saying you're thinking or you're manifesting thought, it's the thought that you have been indoctrinated by outside stimulus. And if it's not grounded and rooted in the essence, and when I say that, that which is to uplift, which is the anchor, which is love, which is the glue of the universe, then in essence, it is not serving you well. So bringing it into layman's term, as one would say, being free is being present. Being present is having things you're not thinking, you're just being. So, for example, I've used this example before, and many of you have probably used it yourselves. Let's say you misplaced an item, let's say a key or your phone or another device, it doesn't really matter. And you're searching frantically for it, you cannot find it. You're getting irritated, all types of thoughts are going in your head. Where did I lose it? Did I drop it outside, wherever would somebody find it. They come into my home, or they get my sensitive data, which is on my device, so on and so forth. So you're clogging your mental up with these thoughts. Once you relax and your being, bam, automatically you know exactly where those keys are or where the device is. You always knew what it was, but you had to just be. You had to be free. You had to free your dome of the thoughts that were germinating inside your head, disturbing your spirit, which then start agitating your physical. It may come out in terms of the language you're using, um, being upset with yourself, taking it out on other people, so on and so forth. So that would be a simple example of freeing your dome. So the thing how we the death aspect of freeing your dome, freedom of death, freedom, free your dome. The price of freedom is death. Thank you. I knew if I kept saying it, it would come back to me. The price of freedom is death. Death to the example that I gave you, death to having the thoughts dictate a certain mood, getting you upset when within you, the essence of being free is already there because we do it periodically. So now it's learning how to do it consistently so that it serves us better as we approach all different things that affect us on a daily basis, be it our interpersonal relationships, be it goals that we set for ourselves, um, any, a plethora of things, all things. So being present, how does one become present? You take the time to settle yourself, and you can do it while you're watching TV, you can do it driving. It's cleansing breaths. You in, out. It's relaxing. It's releasing energy. It's taking a moment before you react, you proact, which is to do those things. Get a routine. Exercise, do walk. Go outside, turn the TV off, put the phone down. And I've seen countless people walking with their phone, but they're out walking. Yes, that's a good exercise, but they're not taking in the essence. Um, and then as you can do, I learned when I was doing meditation sessions. Shout out to Mr. Obalima um, and the group, the meditation session years ago. He used to give us an analogy. If you are actually walking outside or you're driving your car and you see clouds, they're just in the sky. You don't tend to walk and continuously look at the clouds. You know that they're there. You focus on where you're going. You focus on what you're doing. Well, it's the same thing as your thoughts in freeing your dome, if you will. The thoughts will come. They will always come, and it's fine. But like the clouds, you know that they're there. You don't have to focus on all the thoughts that come into your brain. Just be. And the answers, like when you are relaxed with the example I gave, you will, bam, automatically know where your keys are, your device, because for every device is because for every question that you have, the answer has already been answered. It's just about plugging into the essence within to then have the answer manifest itself to your conscious level or your physical level. We've been designed that way. It's time for us to start in order for us to grow from and be the individuals that we say we want to be or be a society that we say we want to become. We must go within and connect with the God force, the you and I verse, the creator, the essence that is within us. That's the only way. Everything else is a misnomer. Everything else is illusionary. Everything else is temporary. The only thing that's constant and that is real is the creator. And we are all manifestations of the creation, of the creator. All right. So free your dome. The price of freedom is death. Death to what? An old mindset, an old activity. That's the way that you progress to become a better person. And you start with being a better person, then we can help the society to become better. I pray some of these jewels help, and you let your genius, the God force within you, help to manifest and talk with you and communicate with you to even grow it even further. Because that's what it's all about. Each of us have the uniqueness of the Creator within us, and then we get to the point where we are now helping each other from the perspective of the Creator that is within us. So be well as we continue to go forth in the warm months. Get outside, get some vitamin D, exercise, laugh a lot, have some fun as we address the things within our community and within ourselves and in the world. One love. Hotep, Wakanda forever.